Okay, so I decided to do that Trans Fem Voices thing after all. So I thought the best way to do it would be to show off one of my favorite games, Dark Souls. So this is going to show you how to do my favorite shortcut at the beginning of the game. None of this stuff is important. The only thing that's important to choose is to make sure you get the master key. Okay, so there's going to be some editing here. Because this part's the same. You just do it the way you normally do it. So you go down the hallway and you get to the first bonfire, and then you fight the asylum demon. It's really you can some people who are really good at the game like to fight the asylum demon with their fists, and you can do that, but I don't have time to wail on him for 2 hours, so I just beat him like this. It takes so long to get your strength high enough to use the weapon you get from doing that anyway. So, yeah. But, so that's cool. Oh, also you'll notice there's some of the textures are really blurry. This is a weird glitch that I've encountered, and I don't know how to fix it. So, thanks. Okay, so when you get to Lord Ran, just make sure you pick up all the items with special attention to don't miss the homeward bones and this one, the most annoying item in the game to get, because making that jump and then doing this bridge is annoying. There you go, the Ring of Sacrifice. All right, getting items. Talisman's important if you like doing faith builds, which I do. Faith builds are great. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Precarious walking. What you want to do is go down to New Lando Ruins, and I'll show you, before we do the shortcut, I'm going to go get the first Firekeeper's Soul. So you can basically just start the game out with +1 Estus Flask. You can get +2 very quickly after this as well. So that's cool. So just go down to New Lando Ruins, and when you reach the bottom, make sure you... first clear out all this stuff, and then put the Homeward Bone in the first slot. That's important. When you reach the bottom, make sure you send the elevator back up, because you'll be coming back down in a little bit. Might as well get the items in New Lando Ruins while you're here. Yeah, I picked the warrior build because unlike the knight, which is what I would normally pick, the warrior build isn't encumbered, so you can run fast and you have the light roll. So that's cool for demonstrating purposes. Otherwise, I probably would have picked the cleric or the knight for my character. Yep. Okay. So here comes the fun part. Go get the first Firekeeper's Soul. Just run down there, pick it up, and Homeward Bone out. It works. Oh, and then you put the Ring of Sacrifice on just in case you get killed. It works 99% of the time. Sometimes I get hit, but usually I don't have a problem. Firekeeper's Soul, and out. Lily is out. Alright, so just go give it to... take the ring off. Go give it to the Anastasia, and... you've got an Estus Flask +1. Also, you'll notice there's no sound because the screen recording software I used apparently does not record audio. So that's interesting. You see more of those low textures. But anyway, Dark Souls is one of my favorite games of all time. To me, it really takes all of the best parts of the best Zelda games and goes further with it. Zelda 1 and 2 and Ocarina of Time are the 3 Zelda games I consider to be the best. I know some people would be upset with me because they like ALTTP, but ALTTP is good, but I like 1 and 2 and Ocarina of Time better. But this game series, it really just takes the core of those good Zelda games, the exploration and the boss and the feeling of growth and overcoming obstacles, and it just makes it so fun and takes it to places that modern Zelda doesn't go. Modern Zelda has really focused more on towns and talking to people and fetch quests and gimmicks. And for me, that's just not what I like about Zelda. Like, Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda purely because of nostalgia reasons. It was the first Zelda game I ever played when I was in high school when it came out. And I stayed up all night when I got it to beat Ganondorf. I beat him like at 5 o'clock in the morning. And it was so epic and I loved it. But, nowadays, the games that I like purely based on the fun factor are the older ones that have a more gameplay-based experience, where the story isn't so much the important thing. And that's something that I think Dark Souls does really good, too, is that it's gameplay-based, but the story's there if you want it. Like, there aren't cutscenes that tell you the story, but you can look at the item descriptions or the way the world looks, like the piles of bodies in New Lando Ruin, and the Black Knights that are all around and stuff, and get a very rich narrative that isn't shoved down your throat. And I think that's really interesting and cool. And it's something that Zelda doesn't do. Modern Zelda loves cutscenes and making you talk to people. Hey, you just run right past him. It doesn't matter. Usually he gives up chasing you right around here, but in this run he didn't. I'm gonna get stabbed in the back because I didn't see him run up behind me. But Modern Zelda does that, where like in Skyward Sword, how there's a cutscene with the monster, and then like the bird wakes you up, and then you're like, oh, can I play now? And then some more people talk to you, stab, and the guy's like, hey, help me find my cat, and you're like, I don't, and then it just keeps going, where more and more talking and forced tutorials and things are happening, and it's just really not fun. And this game, almost to its detriment, cuts out all of that. Like, you just start, and if you don't know how to do anything, you just have to figure it out. I mean, they have the messages on the floor that help you out, but they're optional again, and that's something that I like about it. How if you know what you're doing and you want to play the game again, you don't have to see the tutorials, and you can skip the cutscenes. So you just run through Darkroot Garden. These guys are slow. They won't catch up to you. This is the quote-unquote hard part, where you have to get past the Titanite demon. But, if you just run to the side that he's not turning to, it's cakewalk. If you don't get hit by his tail, no problem. Just run right past him, and you don't have to deal with him right now. So I'm going to talk to Andre, because I don't like this heater shield. I want a tower shield, thank you. 100% physical damage reduction, thank you very much. You see the more of those weird textures. I don't know what causes that. I wish I knew so I could fix it, because I really hate it. So hey Andre, you're really cool. Put on the tower shield. And that's the shortcut. It takes you here, and it cuts out like the entirety of Undead Burg. I usually go at it backwards because it's easier that way, so I can get the souls and the items and stuff. And I also generally skip the first fog door in Lower Undegberg, because if you go through it and then walk up those stairs, it makes the dragon spawn, and I don't want to fight the dragon until I get stronger, so I usually avoid that area until I've leveled up more, because I like fighting him correctly. I don't like the hiding under the stairs and hiding under the bridge and shooting him in the tail with an arrow. That's boring. Also, my favorite thing to do in this game is parries and ripostes. They're so fun. I'm so mad they changed it for Dark Souls 2, but I hear that Dark Souls 3 has the correct parry and riposte system back. Hey, dude, I'll deal with you later. And you come down this elevator, and it takes you right back to the Firelink Shrine. So now you've done a full loop, and you've opened up this shortcut. So it makes the whole game easier to start with, and to me it makes it more fun. So this is how I always play the game. Ever since I devised this shortcut one night, because I embarrassingly have this entire game's map in my head. So I was laying in bed thinking about it, and I figured out where a shortcut was because of the maps in my head. But yeah, it's fun. Thanks for listening.